What's going on, everybody? Mike here, Spare Change Garage, and welcome back for another episode of The Madness. In this video, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go pick up a 1977 El Camino and see if we can revive it, get it running, driving, and clean it up as much as possible. I want to let everybody know this is me from the future, since my intro did get messed up, that I've worked really hard on this video, and I'd really appreciate if you guys actually liked, comment, and subscribed. And I really hope you guys enjoy. This is my first revival on the channel, and let's just get to it. By the way, guys, it's early. It's cold. I'm actually in the garage. Race car status, boys. It's freaking cold in this garage. It's like in the teens right now. It's ridiculous. Brandy's Beetle, I got to put a battery charger on it because it's so cold, and obviously just letting it sit. And yeah, it's not good. Gonna be jumping back on this. This is a different saga anyway. This don't have nothing to do with today's project. Today's project is going to be amazing. I'm getting ready for Pole Barn Garages. Y'all need to go check his channel out. Dalton's property tour for this year. I didn't do it last year, and I didn't do the duct tape drags, which I was supposed to, but I'm going on that, and that's why I'm going to buy what I'm going to buy. So I found somebody on Marketplace to pull it over here for me and got the deal lined up while I was on the road. I practically bought it sight unseen, and yeah, should be pretty epic. All right, guys, I'm on the way now to go get it. I'm pretty sure by the thumbnail you guys already know what it is. I've always wanted an El Camino, and I wanted to get a car for property tour was the big thing. And literally $800. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys what I'm paying for this. $800, clean title. All right, you guys, this is my first time seeing this car. I'm waiting on the guy to get here. Then I got another guy bringing the trailer. Hopefully he could get it down here. But this is it. This is the old Camino in its glory. That thing right there is pretty nice too. Old Blazer. That's another one on my list one day. Got the Laguna front end on it. Man, this thing is gorgeous. It's definitely rough. I plan on getting new quarters for it. I don't know how much fixing up I'm gonna do with this thing though. It's pretty rotted back there on the bed. But for $800, man, I can't beat it, honestly. I mean, clean title. Got the rot right there. I like it just the way it is, honestly. This thing is perfect. Looks like this window could use a little bit of a alignment. I'm assuming. Yeah. Definitely a cool find right here. This is practically a barn find. It's been sitting for over 10 years, from what I know. Supposedly the linkage on the transmission fell and it got stuck in a gear or something like that, and it's been sitting ever since. I like how it has the swivels in it though. One of my favorites. The cool thing is, on this revival, I'm gonna have to do a cleanup. I need to figure out how to get air in that tire. At least the other ones hold air. This is gonna be the hard part, or the hardest one I should say, is to get air in that. That thing's pretty dry rotted. Probably get new tires. Obviously I'm gonna get new tires, but may have to get a new one for that one. But I definitely got to get this thing moving around because I got to play musical cars at my house. So yeah, let me go ahead and pop this head open. He said I could do this, by the way, with him not being here. All right. Oh, this thing is rotted. Man, it'll be okay. It's still savable. The frame has rust, but At the same time, it ain't that bad. This will just be one of them cars, man, that I probably wouldn't sink too much money into it, even though everything is fixable. Like, yeah, that's some pretty good rust, but that frame could be treated because you could lift the body up off here. That's the sweet thing about it. Body that knows El Caminos are like G bodies and stuff like that. It's you could pull the body off the frame. It ain't uni body. Like my old Camaro, even though the Camaro ain't no more. Got full frame on there. This is it, boys. This is it. Let's see underneath it. Oh, this thing's gonna be rowdy. Probably gonna be a cool burnout car, but perfect for property tour. I'll tell y'all that. For those of you that don't know, this is the Roll King. You normally go get popcorn and eat it while you walk around. I'm not sure if I ever vlogged Roll King, but I know they're not everywhere. Yeah. Actually, while I'm here, definitely gonna need some of that. Some type of brake parts cleaner. We're gonna do the heavy duty. I normally don't get like the environmental friendly one. We're definitely gonna need these. All right, you guys, I'm back home. I got this battery. I was supposed to get a Group 78, but this had the same cranking amps and all that good stuff. So I think it's gonna be fine. My fingers barely work. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to set on like concrete type stuff. You know, it's okay. Warranty, 60 month. Here's what we're working with though, fellas. Got the power cable right here. I'm assuming because it's, you know, positive right there. Got the negative terminal right there. I think that battery's going to fit in here just fine. I'm surprised that's even bolted on there. Let me give you guys a proper tour though before we hopefully don't set this thing on fire on accident by connecting the battery. I'm trying to do this revival right, the right way. We're going to test it out, but look at all that. It's disgusting. It's nasty. Coolest thing though, it is 4-speed. It's a manual car. Okay, got the trailer park speakers back there. Oh, it actually has a decent low radio. That's old though. Hold on, what is this? Wiper delay. What? I'm not familiar with the old Camino. Old Faithful. If this doesn't make you want to smoke a pack of marbles and drink some Budweiser, this probably ain't the channel for you. All right, I got the battery sitting in there. This right here is a good example of why they have different group sizings. It's gonna fit in there, but I already like kind of, that's so brittle. I felt like that cracked instantly, which obviously I'll replace that. No big deal. Honestly, I don't even need that. Beer can or something for overflow. Who needs the factory one, okay? Here's the moment of truth though. I'm a little nervous here. I don't know, boys. So far, nothing's on fire. As soon as everything catches on fire, hood slams down, even though it's really hard to move up and down, and then just all chaos. That'd be my luck. Let's see if we got any juice on this inside. I don't think there's any juice to the car. Matter of fact, I just put the headlights on. Yeah, we're not getting nothing. That wiring does not look like it should be how it is right now. All in where them headers are. I could already tell, like, I don't know why they left that like that. It'd have to be up there. Might have just been braced at one point. I see a wire that goes there. I'm not sure what that'd be to. Wondering if it's like a grounding issue because that ground looks like crap. That's one thing I'm gonna have to figure out now because we don't got no juice to it. Yeah. Well, at least there's no fires or nothing crazy. That shouldn't be a hard fix. I'm not 100% familiar with like this El Camino. I need to fix that window. Look at this. Let's a little draft in. But I'm about to go inside and eat, and then I'm gonna jump back to it. But you know, YouTube magic ain't gonna show that, so back to it now. All right, guys, I took the microphone off. I filmed so much and the microphone wasn't on, and there was no audio to anything. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But anyway, I checked the fusible link down there. I tried to tap power to over here, check the interior fuses. I did find this one that goes to the main thing, and that might be the issue right there. We're gonna try to put power to that, see what happens. But that's some type of fusible link to the main power, so I'm about to remove that and see what happens. Sorry if the audio quality is downhill now, everybody, because you know, I'm not messing with that microphone right now. So anybody that gets them, beware of what can happen when you're using the microphone. And to make your job extra hard, make sure you only use wrenches when working on your car. Just saying. When I pull this though, it feels like when I pull right there, it don't feel right. All right, you guys, I did find a problem, and it was that fusible link right there. I tapped it and it sounded like it made some kind of power. I got Brandy with her little hands about to do a, you know, professional splicing job, I think. Anyway, so this ain't gonna be a fire hazard, not one bit. Who needs fusible links anyway? Just burn it down. It's hard for you to get to it too, ain't it?
Not now, I got it.
Oh, good, sweet.
Good.
So one brake light works. This thing definitely can have brakes. But who needs brakes? We got a freaking radio.
And a speaker.
Yeah, and speakers. I get in here, listen to music, put some Metallica on, you know, rock out, boys. According to this thing has a full tank. That's unfortunate. I don't like that. Just makes things more difficult. Let's see if this works. Nope. No horn. Here. Here's something popping. Oh, pull that, pull that.
Oh, this?
Pull. All right, out of panic, we pulled it and our wire sizzled. So that's why there's fusible links in here. So that's why that fusible link was burnt up in the first place. Which now that's gonna be like the next thing to figure out is why that's happening. Which it may be a bad starter, honestly, causing that. I'm not too sure yet, but we will soon find out. But as soon as I went to go turn it over, man, I heard a click and I smelt burning wires. It smells so bad in here. Oh, it smells all burnt up in here. Man, it smells bad. That's why you do fusible links, fellas. I told you guys you need fusible links, didn't I? Yeah. Anywho, this is gonna be a fun one. Very fun one. Now I feel like I need to go get like jumper cables and tap that starter, see if anything happens. Probably just need to pull that starter and go through this wiring, because obviously something ain't right. I went to go turn it over and this happened. It could be a bad ignition too, I'm assuming. Something like that. I don't know. Figuring it out just as much as you guys are right now on this video. Some of you might be at home like, bro, it's this, I know it. I'm gonna figure it out though. Fast forward, found some fuses and a fusible link in RX-7. Not that I cut it out and took it. Anywho, man, shout out to Brandy, because the first wire she ripped off was that one, and I'm glad she did, because that was the one that was like about to burn the car down and smelling crazy. And Yeah. It's just kind of funny because I'm over here. Yeah, who needs a fusible link? Next clip, you can't make this shit up. The car's damn near burning up. Man. So, lesson learned here, kids. I did that on purpose. That was all for entertainment purposes only. Anywho, I'm about to cut this up and put that on there. I put a 35 amp fuse in there. I don't know what needs to go there. I really don't. And I think this will be enough. And at least if it gets crazy, it will pop. But I think next clip here, we're going to see if everything still works. Maybe still got a radio, who knows. We're going to see about cleaning this all up. All right, boys, I put power back to it. Now it makes this really annoying noise. Why is it making this noise? It's pretty annoying. I don't know what's going on now. Make sure that ain't getting hot. Like, I'm traumatized. It's making all kinds of weird noise. Why? Radio's like stuck on. So the key off and out. Wonder why it does this. There we go. Sucks the radio staying on now. Let's see if this radio works. Or the speakers anyway. Oh, look at that, boys. As I'm just sitting in mold right now.
Is my mother. You lie down.
No.
In the mud.
From a Sunday morning for his family.
We need some trailer park music. That's pretty cool. That works. I don't even want to hit that because, you know, I don't want these wipers to go crazy. So far, looks like we ain't got no signals. Oh yeah, we do. It just don't click in there. Nice. Nice. It's weird because I don't hear a relay clicking like normal. Nothing back here. Let's see if this side works. It's just the little things, guys. At least it ain't on fire right now. Yeah, that one works. Sorry for the wind noise and me sniffling. I like how everything, yeah, all that crap works. That's pretty cool. I don't smell any burning smells anymore. I don't know why it did that. I'm assuming some type of bad connection. All right, you guys, I'm going to attempt to take this, put a little soapy water up in there, you know, like my homemade spray bottle. I'm gonna have Brandy come out here and I'll pull the tire and try to get that going. Here's all this rot though. I feel like it's cleanable, that is. But like that caved in. Got a dent over here. Looks like somebody side swiped it into like a guardrail or something. Something happened. If that don't hold air, I got a spare in there that I'll pull out. But it's gonna be sketchy airing these up anyway. I'm not gonna try to put too much air in them. I just need it like that so I can roll it around. Full house in here, so I can't work on it in the garage. That fell off. I don't even know what's going on in my garage right now. But when she gets out here, I'm gonna try to pull it. Good news, you guys, I got the mallet. We're so scared to finish airing this tire up because it's so dry rotted. Like, I got it though, right there. Oh no, there's definitely no air in there.
I want to go.
Yeah, but we got to put air back to it.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. It's happening. Anytime the camera comes out, that's when all the bad stuff happens. I just want you to know that.
How much?
Just keep on rocking.
Tell me when stop. Oh, you scared me.
Go. Hold it.
So scared. It's moving. Oh my god, it's moving.
It's one of There we go. I ain't gonna lie, it kind of scared me. The only reason I'm scared because these are dry rotted tires that's been sitting forever.
Oh, that's good.
To do this, you definitely need to use dish soap, some kind of lubricant to get that tire. How'd that feel?
I'm nervous.
I just wanted to film this part so it's loud in your ears. I just wanted it to be really loud in your ears if you're using headphones. Sorry I had to do that to y'all. Anyway, well, guess what, guys? Here on Spirit Change Garage, we just revived this 1977, which I was told it was 73 before I got there, but it turned out to be 77. El Camino, here y'all go. It's fully revived, ready to go on a 3,000-mile adventure, all because I put air in a tire that's probably going to explode in my face. I'm just kidding. The nightmare just begun. At least that's aired up. I got 30 pounds in it. Still looks a little low, but I don't want to put too much air in that because this thing is not trustworthy. I mean, I've seen worse, believe me, but I don't trust it. I can't wait to get back to TIG welding over here. I still got to order the stainless. Instead of ordering stainless, you know, I'm out here doing side quests, which is nothing wrong with this. You know, I need to go buy mold killer, something to clean this up. I probably want to let it sit for a bit. I'm gonna actually put a mask on this time. I should have before anyway. Ironically, I had to get it here, but I'll tell you what I got over here. It's supposed to be pretty decent. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but I'm gonna use this. I'm about to go get like some air sanitizer to let it sit overnight, and then I'll end up putting this on there. I might let some of this sit on there, see how it does. It's bleach free too, so it's good for like leather, plastic. It ain't gonna mess it up. They say it kills the mold too, but we're gonna try to do it safely. I do have a respirator at the house I'm gonna put on this time because I'm gonna do it smart. Mold is something serious, and don't use a normal face mask. Use like a good respirator because it'll still go through like the ones I use for dust. I'm pretty sure they're not safe for mold. Film it, but this is what I got. I got two of these. I got the original, and then I got this one. This may be unnecessary, obviously, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna use the original. That other one smells really good, and I think I'm gonna do that after I clean everything up. Man, so hopefully it stays smelling fresh. But I'm just gonna do it like this. Just like that. Let it fog up. I don't know if that's actually gonna do anything. It says it's supposed to like kill the mold pores. I looked it up on Google and it said it would. We're gonna see. But that other stuff should kill the mold too. I think that one's gonna be good enough. Like I said, I'm gonna do this one, clean it out, then do the other one so it at least smells really good in here. I don't wanna do them both at the same time because the other one smells really freaking good, by the way, really good. So now I just let this sit and that's it. I should have taped this side. I taped that side, by the way. I didn't even show you guys that. I taped right here to kind of seal it in. I can smell it coming out the car though. You know, there's air leaks all in that thing. Just saying. What's up, you guys? Day number 2 here on the Will This Car Ever Run series. Guys, here's the respirator I'll be using. Somebody like on the internet was saying that you need these cartridges on there, not the pink filters. I use the pink filter one when I weld. So I got 2 respirators. I use this one for body work. So it should do the job. That stuff did say let it sit for like 1 to 2 minutes. So we're going to go grab it real quick. Test it on this door panel and see if it wipes off. But if it does, first thing I want to do is pull all that like carpet out. I was thinking about pulling all the carpet out, but I think it might be okay. But I definitely want to get all that out of there, that spare out of there, and maybe vacuum it first. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna see. Call me the mold killer. Mold. I am your father. See if this stuff is decent at what it does. Let me get this right. Y'all can read all that if you want. That's what I'm using. I want it to be on the other one. Have it go, buddy. Definitely don't want my dog near it. We'll do a test spot. Like right down there in the corner. We'll just let that sit and see what happens. In the meantime though, I'm probably gonna take that out. Take all that out. Get all the trash out real quick. And then we'll get back to that. But I will make sure I do the wipe on camera. I'm not going to be able to film myself doing everything in here. But y'all will get the gist of it. I doubt y'all want to see me sitting in that seat scrubbing around, right? Right? Y'all don't want to see that, right? Do you? Why? That don't make no sense. Y'all really want to see it? Next clip, I'll be doing it. I'm just kidding. Sorry to all this papers. Y'all got to go. Actually, let me put that in here. Look at that. Super lift rear shock absorbers. Whoa, buddy. Oh, so this had air suspension in the back. That's pretty cool. Actually, I might keep some of this because I'd like to go through some of these papers. So instead of tossing it, I'm actually going to keep it, except that stomach medicine, that could go. It'll give you moldy belly. I'm out of breath. I struggled taking that tire out. It was a pain moving that seat up. Let's see if this stuff works. Seems like it's taking it off pretty good. Feels slimy after, but that ain't that bad. It went from like that to that. So I think this stuff's gonna work pretty good. All I did was let it sit a couple minutes and scrub at it. We'll see how it works up here. Oops, stepped on that. Oh no, I broke him. Just kidding, it was already broke. All right, guys, this is how it's turning out so far. Not bad. So what I do here is I dampen that with water. I scrub it, and then I go through with paper towels to dry it. And I'm going to take some cleaner here in a second and go back over all of it, but it's coming off pretty nice. I'm about to rip this out real quick. Took that center console out. Has a bunch of random stuff in it. Just throwing everything back here for now. And next we're going to vacuum it out. It's pretty crusty. A lot of spider webs. Like, these are all spider webs. That'll all come out though. quick update. Starting on this side. But look at this side compared to that side. I haven't cleaned the carpet yet, but I did cut that up to get that out. But look at that. Big difference. So anybody wanting to use that product, I'm definitely not sponsored by anybody. It's pretty good so far. So I found this little cubby, and what is this? A heater. Heat or fan? No way. Somebody used to party in this thing, boys. Look at that, boys. They were partying. Man, I haven't seen a freaking, I think, what is it? The Haynes, however you say it, manual forever, or Haynes. It's right there, and I'm over here messing up. That's crazy. I'm going to keep this. This is pretty cool. Cool finds. Then the original El Camino floor mats, I think them were original. Pretty cool. I'm going to save those too. But somebody's definitely partying in that thing. And when the party got too hot, they threw the fan on. And when the party got too cold, they put the heat on. What's up, buddy? I'd say we're at the end of this, finally. It probably took me about a good hour to get it all done. I could do a better job. I used most of that bottle too. It's all shiny and glistening because I'm going to show you guys something. And I'm going to put one of them Oziums, I think, or this right here. I'm going to put the other one in there and let it sit again. But it does smell really good, and it smells good because of this. This product right here, I've been using it for years. I remember like when I first got my Hayabusa, it had blue stitching, and it started taking the blue stitching away. I used this, it never faded it ever again. It was only a small spot on the seat, but that's always been good to me. That's what I use on my street bike seat, and it's a nice dull finish, and it's really good for the leather. Right now it's still a little wet. I put a lot in there just because I put that stuff on there, even though it really don't matter with this interior because it ain't the greatest, but at the same time I still want to preserve what I can. But all I did was take that microfiber, wet it up, then paper towel, dry it off. I forgot to shake this bottle, by the way. You're supposed to shake it for 1 to 2 minutes, like everything else.
Stop. What do you mean by that?
But I almost used the whole bottle, and it's $15 a bottle, something like that. But it got everything done. Not bad. Now we'll be able to come in here safely. I'm sure there's a little bit of mold some places. I sprayed it all through the carpet. I just didn't wipe it out just to kill the mold. Hopefully it did. This wheel didn't come crazy clean, but it did come pretty clean at the same time. I'm actually about to clean these windows up real quick. It's even good on windows. Like I tried to take that off with that, and I had to spray that mold stuff on here, and it takes it right off. I actually jumped the situation here, and I got the preparation here. I got brake parts cleaner and everything else to try to start it. I jumped it though. I jumped the gun, by the way, because I start working on it without filming, and I ran a wire from there to the starter. The original one, like there's 2 different spots on that solenoid, by the way. I've never seen one like that to where you could start it from like this one or that one. This one wasn't working. That was the one hooked to the ignition. So I'm assuming it's no good. So since we had that mishap last time, I ran a wire right here because I think I'm just going to have it on a push button switch or something like that, because the ignition cylinder might be bad. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. But we're going to spray some of this in there, and we're going to see if we could start this thing. And I'm going to try to do this all with one hand. I did check for spark, by the way. It does have spark. That's the good thing. Like I said, I didn't throw everything in here. Sorry about that, you guys. But that is a Quadrojet carburetor, by the way. I figured it'd be an Elderbrock, but it's Quadrojet. And I didn't disconnect any lines, so fuel is going to be running to it if that fuel pump's working. Probably not though, because I'm sure it's gummed up. I was looking at rebuild kits just to rebuild that one, just to keep it plain and simple. They're pretty cheap at O'Reilly's, so we might just rebuild that carburetor here on the channel. Do away with all this stuff too, man. I don't want none of this crap, especially cruise control on this car. No, no, thank you. I would not trust that. So I need to disconnect all these vacuums and all that. The distributor don't run off of vacuum timing or anything like that, so that's no big deal. All it is pretty much emission stuff that probably shouldn't even be on here anyway. Let's go ahead and do some magic. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I already did try to start it. It did not start. I'm gonna tell you that, and I'm gonna show you why it didn't start. I did not know I bought this type of brake parts cleaner. Heavy duty, right? Non-flammable. What kind of business is that? So I turned it over, it didn't start. So I'm assuming it was that issue, but we're gonna try it like this. Yes, you should probably be pouring gas and all this other stuff in here, but you know what? I don't got any at the moment. Ain't got no gas in it. So brake parts cleaner is the move right now. Do a healthy amount. I still can't believe I got non-flammable brake parts cleaner. Let's give her the old whirl, boys. Cross your fingers. Hopefully that was really the issue, but it said non-flammable, so I'm assuming. And plus, I'm glad it didn't start because I was able to grab the phone real quick and start filming. Oh, snap. That honestly sound pretty decent. Let's see something. This is how I'm doing it, by the way. Nice. 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 It took the Walmart Super Tech, boys, to get this old Chevy up. Look, you can't keep a Chevy down. It's been a little over 10 years, but that sound pretty smooth, man. It didn't sound like no uneven. Like when I turned it over the first time, it didn't sound like uneven compression. It didn't seem like it hesitated. Like it spun right over. The dude told me he spun it over with a breaker bar. But you know how it is. Like, I'm not saying he's a liar, but you got to take people's words on things like this. And it has been sitting a while. So that is freaking awesome. I'm only going to assume that it's probably not pumping fuel, but we're going to go grab a wrench or something like that. We're going to crack that open real quick to see if fuel is actually pumping out. And if it is, it's probably all tarnished and bad. I'm not even going to say probably. I don't even know why I said probably, guys. I know it's tarnished and bad. But it says up there full tank, which kind of sucks because I do got an Amazon fuel pump actually that will be in the mail tomorrow for it. Obviously, we'll continue this video out until we have it running solid. But that is another option that I'm going to run a fuel tank back there somewhere and just strap it in for now. Then run a hose up here and just do it that way for now. Just to be able to move it around the yard. Hopefully we could, because I need to move it over there, technically. I need to get this thing out of the way. It's blocking in my car. So I definitely got to move this car out of the way. And let me go grab the wrench and we'll get back to that. Boys, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, I can't believe it started that easy. Like, I don't know, obviously, the condition completely. I don't even know if it's getting oil pressure. But I really can't believe it just started that freaking easy. I sat here and turned it over a bunch of times with that one brake parts cleaner. And nothing happened. Then I was like, why am I not vlogging right now? I was like, this don't make any sense. Supposed to be vlogging this for you guys, man. What is this? 5/8, I'm assuming. And they didn't give me a 5/8. Oh, man. Jumps to 17th or 11/16. Dang. Now I got to go on the hunt for a wrench. Or do I? Nope, they gave me a mini 5/8. That's going to be stuck right there. We go ahead and take that off. At least I did this on video now. I remember where it goes. Maybe. Probably not. I never do. You know, the smart thing here, obviously the smart thing here will be to put some kind of WD-40 or something on that to get it off. I'm gonna have to go grab pliers though to do this. All right, you guys, I attempted it off camera. Now I got to walk to the clutter haul over here. And that one. There we go. Some WD-40. Sometimes I just like to make things very difficult for myself. I don't know why. I noticed my audio is crackling. I had to edit a lot of it out. Hopefully it ain't crackling now. I think it's because I have the microphone just swinging all around my hoodie. Let me get some on there. I don't think it works. Why? Why ain't it working? So yeah, that can don't work. Now I got to figure something else out. All right, I found this in my semi. Sprayed it on there. I brought that just in case. Nothing works. Smash it.
Hulk! Smash!
Be done with it. Send it to the shadow realm. I'm just kidding. Let me try to break this free. And hopefully this next clip is like, hey, we did it, guys. And not, well, we still got to figure it out. So let's see what happens. All right, guys, it wasn't the magical dream of the next clip. But this Harbor Freight wrench just magically turned into something beautiful. It's probably going to break and not work, but we're going to find out, I guess. Nothing that the old grinder. I mean, it came like this. Yeah. I bought the proper tools. That's why I left for a second. Right. That, in fact, did not work either. Guys, it's going to be a 3-part video, just me trying to get this off. Called into backup. These never let you down. Fall in doubt, bring the vice grips out. So I'm about to clamp them on there and take this sledgehammer and just smash this carburetor into little bits and pieces and run the motor with it, taking all them metal pieces in it, and let's swap it. Calling it quits, boys. I'm just kidding. No, but hopefully that works. I don't want to put heat to it now. Obviously, I don't want to put heat to it in general, like at all. Messing with a fuel line, because how if there's fuel in there right now. I highly doubt the pump pumped anything, but you just never know. And I ain't gonna take no chances. Ladies and gentlemen, as much as I know you guys would have loved to watch me struggle, it did, in fact, break loose. And I do, in fact, see fuel. And now, obviously, I don't work on it no more. Yeah, it does. Somewhat, anyway. Had to get it off, though. Probably about to get rained on by a bunch of fuel or something crazy. I don't know if there's any pressure in there. If there is, it's light. I've been sprayed by fuel a couple times in my life. Let me finish getting that off and we will check it out. Probably about to just yank this carburetor off, honestly, and get the rebuilding it ish, I think. But I kind of want to run, like if there's no fuel going to it, kind of want to run a pump to it. I've seen people get lucky and these things unstick and be able to just let her eat. So I should probably be smart though and just probably do the rebuild, because it's only like $30 for the kit at O'Reilly's. So I don't know yet. I don't know what I want to do. We're gonna see. So off camera, I tapped it, and the good news is it was spraying fuel out. The fuel smells tarnished, but I think it'd run on that fuel, honestly. I don't know if it's a full tank, but I wish it wasn't, because I feel like it possibly, run off that fuel. It came out very clear too. That full tank might have saved this gas tank, because an empty tank will rust compared to a tank full of gas, even though it's bad gas. Like on the motorcycles when you park them for the winter, they always say fill up your gas tank so they don't rust out. And I've seen it firsthand myself. So I bet you obviously the floats are gummed up, stuck. I'm glad to see fuel come out, and it looked like it was coming out pretty decent. The fuel did not look bad. I'd like to probably run a line or something like that and run that into a honestly, I'd probably like to go ahead and take an electric pump and start pumping that fuel out. Thinking about it, that one that I got coming through Amazon, I might just start pumping fuel into jugs and dispose of it. When I say dispose of it, I don't mean just pour it in my backyard somewhere. I mean environmentally be friendly with it. No, but definitely dispose of it properly. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna take the carburetor off, start pulling all these lines real quick, and we'll tear it apart, see what we're working with. Looks like there's only a couple 14mm bolts holding her in. Obviously a million vacuum hoses that I'm not going to remember where they go by the time it's said and done, because that's how I roll. All this needs to go anyway. I'm trying to tell you guys. Oh, whoa. Whoa, the sledgehammer about took me out. Really, I'd like to just throw a nice intake on here. I might get on the old marketplace and look for a small block intake with a carburetor setup. That'd be nice. And just toss it on here. All right, I just had to go inside for something. I pulled this filter out. It was bone dry, but it looks good. I'm thinking about buying a aluminum intake to throw on there. Lighten it up a little bit up here, you know. But then again, I'm like, everybody gets these. They spray paint them. They make them look good. Why not just leave it clapper style, right? Let's do something different for once. Let's just leave everything clapper style. I could take black spray paint and I could make everything brand new. I could do a full motor rebuild with some spray paint. I could do a full rebuild in here. But I think I need to leave it clapped out looking, honestly. It sucks because I feel like once I do this carburetor, it's going to run, but no brakes. At least it is a manual car. Automatic would be sketchier throwing in the drive because you'd have to hurry up and get it neutral and all this other craziness. But it being manual, I'll be able to control it. And hopefully I can control it enough to get over there. I got to remove that pole right there or them wooden posts. But the car's new home is going to be like right over there until further notice. Next will be the brakes, but I won't be able to do it this weekend. We're having a snowstorm. So that's going to have to be on a whole new program. The whole deal here is just see if we get this thing running and driving up and down the driveway. Maybe try to figure out that first and fourth issue. I don't know if we can, but that would be nice to actually figure out the shifter linkage problem and it have all four gears. So that'll be pretty sick because rumor has it only goes in first and fourth, but maybe we could fix that and change this issue. So I got all the bolts out of here. I'm about to pull that up and we'll take it over there to that spot and check it out. Plus it's brighter on here, but I'm losing daylight. I ain't got lights out here. I don't feel like running lights out here. I don't want to have my garage open because as y'all see over there, the moisture in the air, I don't want nothing in the garage rusting up. Back to it. I got the carburetor off. That one was actually easy for the brake booster. That was easy to take off. I'm going to put some of this down in there. I like the B12, the Berryman stuff. Pretty good. This is a carburetor rebuild kit, technically. But we're actually going to rebuild that carburetor somewhat anyway. But I'm going to pour this down there. I should have probably did that in the first place. But I'm going to go ahead and let it sit overnight anyway. Because I'm not going to put the carburetor back on and try to do it again. And yeah, I think this is pretty good stuff. So anybody wanting to do this, check it out. If you already haven't. If you already have. However you want to say that. But if you haven't yet, go ahead and check this stuff out. It's pretty good. I know Vice Grip Garage, he uses this a lot. So good stuff. Good stuff. Shout out to him too. He's one of the guys, him, Pole Barn Garage. A couple people on YouTube, man, definitely influenced me to want to do like the revivals and stuff. Vice Grip Garage is definitely the OG of it that I've been watching. Then I got put on the Pole Barn Garage. I've been watching him for about a year or so. And I like watching their content, man. I got the Quadrajet torn apart. Probably won't know how to put it back together. Who knows? There's a bunch of little pieces. Definitely. But it don't look too complicated. It's actually pretty clean in here, I think. I'm assuming the float was just stuck, but it looks like it's missing the tip of it, because normally they're pointing right there. So I'm assuming that's probably not good. One should come with a rebuild kit. I'm hoping anyway. I'm gonna look into it. The accelerator pump don't look too bad, but could be dried out and no good. The thing was, there was no type of fuel in here at all. None. And it don't look bad to me. Very rebuildable. Obviously, these gaskets were never going to get saved. It's the inevitable. Plus, I probably wouldn't want to try to reuse gaskets like that. While I'm at the parts store, wouldn't hurt to go get some vacuum hose. New vacuum hose in case I do want to hook everything back up and be special about it. Normally, you'd probably give this like a good bath and like some good cleaner. I'm just going to brake parts clean it, take my air hose, blow everything out as best as I can. Because I could be fancy and clean the grime all around it, but I'm really not really too worried about it. I don't care if it looks grimy and nasty. PCV valve right there, working order. I will eventually get like a new hose and all that because that's stuck. Old stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up cleaning it up, get all that crap done. I need to figure out what rebuild kit I need and go from there with it. I wonder how you do float adjustment on here, because I know with like Hollies and stuff, it's pretty easy. Like I said, I'm not familiar at all with this carburetor. Alrighty, fellas. I went ahead, I cleaned everything up. I actually brought it in the house, so I dried it up real quick off camera. And next step, go to O'Reilly's. I looked up the part number to that, and that says it's to a 77. So I wonder if that's the original carburetor that they put on that motor, because I'm assuming that it's a real crate engine from Goodwrench. And because they come with no intake and no carburetor, so they must put the old stuff on there. So they might have already done like a little rebuild on it at one point. That's why it's so clean. But oh well, I think it's gonna be like 30 bucks in total to rebuild this carburetor. New filter, I think that's $6. New what is that? Accelerator pump, that's gonna be $5. That don't come with the kit, or 13, my bad. And then the kit is like 20 something, so a little over 30 bucks, but still not too bad. This is just for now anyway, to get it running. And I'll probably put an aluminum intake on it, like an Elderbrock one, and then throw a Holly carb or something like that on there. So that's the plans for now, and we shall continue. I just wanted to point out, I didn't clean all the grime off the sides. I'm really not worried about it. This is a budget, quick, fast rebuild kit situation. Even though you can still clean it good on a budget, that's no excuse. But for me, I'm not really worried about it at all. And I did take the air compressor, blow everything out, and it took for freaking ever to get that gasket off up there. That sucked. Honestly, you guys would have enjoyed probably sitting here watching me strain. One day, I promise, I'll get fancy and I'll set up the camera and let you guys do all this stuff. But this already takes so much time, and time for me is like, I'm pressed for time. So I'm just trying to make with what I got and still give you guys the main thing. Plus the channel, I've noticed you guys like to get straight to the point most of the time. So that's what I do. And there's so many guys like that show you every little step. But that's where we're at. Better go to O'Reilly's. I'm gonna take that Scotch-Brite right there and clean some of that up as we go. But we will sit here and pretty much assemble it together, figure it out, see how this goes. And for anybody rebuilding one, that part number is right there. that will be on the driver's side. Yeah, the driver's side. So the driver's side over here for anybody looking for it. You got to make sure you get the right rebuild kits, by the way. There's different Quadro junks, or my bad, Quadro freaking, I can't even say it now, jets out there. So there we go. I'm officially back from O'Reilly's, and it was a little bit more than what I thought. I got 2 filters, be on the safe side. They're the WIX. Here's the part number if you guys need that, if you're doing the same thing. Here's the part number for that. Then here is the kit. Just fell out, but that's the part number to that. I'm not going to use all these gaskets because I'm not doing a full tear down like the bottom plate or anything like that. Then guess what, boys? That came with it. What do you know? Definitely get your favorite beverage before you start, and drink many of them before you start, so you know for sure it ain't going to go good together. And I know you guys are hearing these cartoons in the background. Yes, I'm a grown man that still watches cartoons. What's on right now? Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah. So if you watch cartoons too, drop a comment. Oh, by the way, like, comment, and subscribe. Come on. You guys don't mind my dog over there eating loudly as I film. Right, Havoc? Guys, remember how I was showing you the needle earlier? See how that's more pointed? It comes with everything with this kit. This kit is actually really nice for 20-something bucks. It comes with all kinds of different gaskets. I'm guessing for like different types of these Quadro jets, because some of them won't fit the top. Only that one will. But this was the issue earlier. That thing is missing the tip of it. It's supposed to look like that. So that would have been a big problem right there. For sure. So far, everything is going smooth. Still getting it done. But that's why I'm making this little fast-forwarded thing so you guys can watch. The one thing I didn't know is it does come with the bottom piece. But I figured it'd come with that. It comes with like the roll pin. I guess for the lever, you're supposed to knock that roll pin out. So I'll probably do that before I put it back on, instead of twisting it on there like I did earlier. But it comes with all these gaskets. The accelerator pump, for some reason you have to buy it separate, but it was only 13 bucks. As you've seen in the last clip, you just got to take the spring out and get that done. I don't even really think it needed to be changed, but I didn't want to take the chance. Because even like this filter, it looks good, but you hear that crumbling. So yeah, I didn't want to run into no issues. I got 2 of them filters because I'm sure I'm going to try to run the gas out the tank. I know it sounds crazy, but that filter will catch everything. So if it clogs up, it is what it is. And at that point, I'll get a gas can or something like that and run it through that way with the electric pump. Update, I'm on the way to O'Reilly's right now because I bought the wrong rebuild kit. So I'm gonna give you guys a whole new part number. It seemed like it worked, but then there was like a gap on one of the areas. So they're very similar. But I did find the right one, which is crazy because that was the one for the 77. But I ended up finding the one I actually need, I'm pretty sure. So I'm about to come here. Hopefully they'll exchange it and give me another one. If not, that's another $27. So this could turn out to be expensive. If you're like me, mess it up. But if you're not like me and you're smart, then it'll be cheap. Good news, YouTube magic. Made it complete without you guys even seeing it, like magic. Anyway, here's the right part number for this carburetor. It does come with 2 gaskets too for the upper. I put this one on first, of course, and it wasn't the right one because right here is different. And you got to like slit it down right here. You got to slide it underneath. It's honestly, it was a pain in the butt. Then right there for the pen, I had to push it out. It got stuck. Had to take the grinder wheel, cut the old one. It does come with a new one, and push the rest of it out. So if you have that issue, just grind it off and put a new one in. Don't listen to other people and try to fix the problem. Just put the new one in. It's okay. Then one more thing I wanted to let you guys know is it came with an accelerator pump rebuild. I was wondering what this was from the last one. So that's a rebuild for it. So you don't have to do that. You don't have to buy a new one like I did. But I'd rather just buy that new one anyway. It's all good. Now I have a spare. Then I got all these gaskets left over. I'll put that new one on the carburetor base plate, or where the carburetor meets the intake, I should say. But shout out to O'Reilly's. Them boys swapped it out and even downcharge it because this was $1 more, something like that. And they downcharged it for me. Price matched it. So everything's good to go for tomorrow. Hopefully don't leak. Hopefully don't do no crazy business. I need to replace that hose eventually for the PCV. It's still grimy looking. Yes, I know. But it's okay, guys. It's okay. And now if it actually runs good and everything, I'll probably take it back off and get all that grime off and just get it with some good brake parts cleaner. But I was running out of that good one because you know that heavy duty one I bought is non-flammable and it sucks. Just saying. Y'all beware. Don't buy that crap. It sucks.
Hey, sell me that Chevy that's been sitting in your yard. I'm gonna have that bitch clean. I'm gonna make that bitch hard.
What'd you just say? You're a son of a gun. All right, everybody. I'm back. Back on a new day. Same day for y'all. Same video for y'all. About to grab the shop vac. We're gonna clean all that crap out. As y'all see, I got the carburetor rebuilt for the most part. And I'm about to hit it with some more rebuild when I put that Berry Men's in there. I got me a new fuel cell, boys. There's some 93 in there. I just don't know how much fuel is actually in this tank. I'm very unsure. I wish it had the gas cap in the back. Honestly, it don't smell bad. They don't smell bad at all. They don't smell too tarnished. I may be able to get away with just adding fuel in here and making that fuel a little bit better. That's tempting. That's like 4 gallons, a little over 4 gallons right there. But I feel like I should, because I bought 20 like freaking million feet of some fuel line. All I have to do is take it off right there. Should probably replace that anyway because it looks crusty. Them brake lines are not going to be fun. Everything in here is rusted. Honestly, working on this car is not going to be fun. Like getting some of these things off. It's going to take some time, some heat, some penetration. We haven't even seen. Is there anything in there, guys? Definitely something leaked. Oh, why is that so hard? And my hands are all cold. But there's actually coolant in here. No water, it's coolant, so that's good. So at least I know all that's good to go. About to grab the shop vac, clean that out a little bit, as much as I can. I bought the right brake parts cleaner, I think, this time. And I'll probably brake parts clean that up a little bit. We don't want to take too much of the grime away because then it takes the magic away. And we don't want to take the magic away. I don't like taking the magic away. Per usual, 1320 hoodie. It's actually pretty decent outside today. Just a quick, easy, you know, bath for it. Get it somewhat cleaner in there. I just thought I vacuumed it out, but apparently not. Gotta let it smell of brake parts cleaner. Looks good enough to me. Couldn't make it look all brand new, you know, by just flat black. I actually have that black spray paint. I could spray this thing all up, but like I said, I don't want to take away the glory. I mean, it's glorious. Rusted on the outside, everywhere. So it's only right to leave the engine rusty. We don't want to make this turd look any better. That's stupid, right? I think so. I just set the carburetor on there, and I bet you guys couldn't even tell that was the old carburetor, huh? How great and new it looks. No, boys, that's just a spare change garage rebuild right here. I know. I'm impressed with myself too. It looks amazing. It's the nicest thing on the motor now. Look at all that. All in its glory. Sweet. Couldn't have done a better job. I swear. So I'm sitting here thinking, as I'm putting this carburetor on off camera, as I'm putting this carburetor on off camera, why did I hook all these hoses back up to where they belong? It don't make no sense. I know that sounds crazy to say, but these things are dry rotted, old, and I guarantee it's a big major vacuum leak. I don't get it. And yes, I'm still using a wrench. I like to work harder, not smarter, guys. Plus, a wrench could turn into something cool, similar to a ratchet. I'll at least let you guys watch me struggle to tighten these bolts up. One day when Spare Change Garage gets big, we'll have a camera person. I'm just getting used to like the whole vlogging process still. Even though I am a few videos in now, I just struggle to film. I'm the type that when I get like in a moment, I just want to keep going and getting it done. And I don't think about filming or anything. Y'all don't mind my professional tape job here, okay? A little up. Y'all didn't see that. Anywho, you already know I got to struggle a little bit here. I thought that was a new scratch. It's from the lizard. A little bit of struggle. I got it. This hose is crusty, musky. Set that down right there. Gotta use two hands for this one. Oh, the gas is so cold and so gross. All over my good hoodie. I couldn't let you guys distract me of my professionalism. Fuel line was on a header. Perfect. Battery terminal on the headers. Perfect. As long as everything's touching the headers, I think good things will happen. For sure. Perfection. Anywho, fuel line looks amazing. Actually might get pinched right there. Maybe I'm not so great at this now that I think about it. Anyway, yes, I know it's beautiful, ain't it? Look at that, a perfect X. I knew I should have went to space school or something. Go fight aliens and stuff. That'd have been so cool. Now I'm about to run in here, and boys, we're about to try to fire this puppy up and see what happens. This is the scary part. I know that took way too long, and that probably didn't look right on camera, but we won't talk about that. Make sure it's actually down in there. I should have filled it all the way up. It's pretty full, but I'll be sitting there fighting with it like it ain't running, and that'd be the reason. Let me make sure I got it out of gear. I'm curious now. Is it gonna drive away? All here on Spur Change Garage. If you ever need to figure out what not to do, come here to this channel. I need to make sure that ignition's actually forward. Probably be smart to leave this door open in case things go wrong. All right. I think the gas gauge is just broke. So I could probably get away with putting more gas in there, and that'll be the next step. But I think that gas tank back there is fine. It's fine for now. Oh, wow. I almost forgot something. The clip's on here. Even though that really don't matter. It ain't like it's going to do anything crazy. Why is it anytime I say that, though, something crazy happens? Let me watch what I say. Let me go ahead and give it the little spritz of this good old magic in there. Just a little bit. Nothing too fancy here. Since like 2012. I don't know why I was thinking 10 years. That's like 15 freaking years. 16 years, somewhere around there. That's impressive. It smells more of like a hot carbon, like rust burning off. I know one thing before I run it too long too. I'll have to show you guys what's going on back there. But I think we got ourselves a runner, boys. There's a little hole back here though with stuff laying on the exhaust. Definitely fire hazard. Well, I think I rebuilt this Quadrajet just right. Seems to be working. That's good news. I think before I do the oil change, I'm actually gonna dribble some of this in the carburetor to do the clean out, then pour the rest of it in the fuel. Let's see if she starts up. Look at that. I gotta set the camera down for 1 second, but I'll pick it right back up. Actually, I might not have to. It's idling pretty high. Really, you want to rev it up pretty high and not let it bog down like that, just to get it all that carbon build up and everything cleaned out of it. Smoking too much. I think it's idling high on its own, I guess. I plan on putting the 3 like little autometer gauges in here. I don't know how accurate that is, but it is working. It moved. I could go get my temp gun and see what it's looking like, but that voltage is looking good. It actually moves. Obviously you can't depend on these old gauges, by the way, but I'm happy about that. I got to get this fixed too. Smoking less too now, that's good. I ran a good amount of that in there. I'm gonna put the rest into normal fuel, let it burn through. Then after that, I'll end up changing the plugs and everything. But it's definitely ran long enough on that oil. I don't want to keep running it. Definitely want to change that out. Here's what the oil looks like, guys. It's on the add mark. So it looks like it's probably about a quart low, maybe half a quart. But it looks really clean. Hold on, ain't this how you do it? I'm just kidding. No, but it don't smell gassy or nothing like that. Guys, I'm probably gonna hook this starter back up to that wire that comes off the ignition. I think I found my electrical problem. It was when I hit the clutch in. And when you do, it touches. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it touches right there on the fuse thing. And I bet you that's the hot side. That's why that ignition wire was burning up. Because I heard it pop, and then that's when it started smoking up here. And I bet you that's why this car was parked. They were having an issue with it doing that, and they probably couldn't figure it out. I did unjam the Hurst shifter up a little bit, and I lubed it up last night, see if it's out of adjustment. But I have a good feeling hopefully it'll go in all gears. And I think we got us a runner, boys. I really do. Definitely strongly believe that though. But that's why it popped that fuse right there, which would make sense because it grounded out the fuse panel on the ignition side anyway. So that makes sense. But if it would have been like the opposite side, it would have just popped the fuse to the radio. Wouldn't have been a big deal. So I think for now, I'm gonna take electrical tape and this rubber glove and put over it till I figure out something. Maybe wrap some around that pedal. But I'm definitely probably gonna have to bend that pedal to not do that, because it's directly on it. Just crazy. I need y'all to see this professional fix. Like, look at that. It's taped up there. But now I got a helping hand. Ha, get it? Or helping fingers, I guess. Yeah. Should work for now. I definitely ain't gonna leave it like that. Probably not. At least I got a fuse up there, so if that pops, I know what time it is. Just all set in there, start piling up junk after cleaning it up. Time to pile up junk in it, you know? Look at that gas tank. Actually, I'm gonna take tape, wrap it around there. I wanna make everything so legit here that you guys couldn't even tell that I hacked it. I mean, did a proper professional job. Professional. Trailer park, boys. So after I just aired my tire up and I'm like, what is that noise? I think the gas tank's trying to drain itself. Well, I mean, I didn't do it. Nothing I can do about it now. Have it go that way, buddy. You don't need to be near that. Yeah, so soon this won't have to be a thing anymore. It's draining out. We can just add the fuel back to the tank. It don't look bad coming out. Look at that. Let me get you a better shot of this. And it's, oh my God, it's everywhere. It don't look bad though. Really don't. So I don't know how much fuel's in here, but these things hold 26 gallons, by the way, from what I'm told. 26 gallons. I really hope it's empty. So I'm gonna act like nothing's going on right now. Oh, Lordy. Like nothing's going on right now. I can't even shut the hood, it's so hard. And I gotta go get oil and I didn't see anything happening here. Why? Stop leaking already, run out of gas. I got my oil. It was on sale at Advance. It came with an oil filter, $25. Don't worry, I know it needs zinc. I know. I got an AC Delco oil filter. Was gonna go to O'Reilly's, but didn't want to go that far for the Wix filter. I'm not trying to invest a lot of money in this thing anyway. Then, boom. Says added to 5.5 quarts. So this should do it right here. That'll be the zinc supplement that it needs. You could do that, by the way. You could add zinc to it. I know VR1 has zinc. There's different oils you could buy that are a little bit pricier that have zinc. But yeah, I put that gas can underneath there because I want some extra gas, and it's filling pretty quick. Still going on, man. It does not smell great out here. I'll tell you all that. Great news. I think it's almost done. It's practically finished. Of course, when I put the gas can underneath it, now it's dripping all over the gas can. So I'm still making it in there though. Here's an update of the thing going on here. It kept leaking and I think it was getting low finally, so I ended up plugging it. I just cleaned up back there and it started leaking up here. So I ended up actually reconnecting it to the gas tank, to the fuel pump. Man, it's all these fumes, boys. I cannot think. I did do 93, then I put that V12 in there. So it should run through pretty clean now. Let's see if this will run now that the fuel tank's connected. By the way, if you're doing like a revival like this, they do sell like a tool that you could do the starter from out here. But if you want to do a poor man style, do what I did. Just wire from the solenoid activator to like this and just let her eat. LSD don't stay running. Starts up so good. It's almost like I really didn't revive it. No hesitation. So far, it does go in all the gears, by the way, which I'm really excited about. I got bricks up there, I promise. It's probably in that thing.
It's scary. Don't hit my car. Go backwards. Show them backwards. Show them backwards, Michael.
That's all I was doing.
My heart hurts. Why were you going forward still? This is slope. Look at it.
I'm not gonna lie, I put my foot down
It's
like I'm gonna do
rolling
something.
still.
The bricks right here.
That aren't on your tires.
I
Oh
was
my
hoping
God.
that would, hey, I was going for the right direction here. But yeah, you guys, I'm excited. I'm really excited to say it goes in all freaking 4 gears and it goes in reverse. And the guy was like, it only went in 2. I think they lied about their backstory to the guy I got it from. And this was so worth 800 freaking bucks, man. So worth $800. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super freaking excited. Like, this is kind of going a little too smooth other than the beginning. I'm pretty sure their issue was they kept popping fuses, or they had an issue to where they couldn't figure out why it wouldn't crank over or anything, because there was no power to it. All because of that freaking fuse getting tapped by the clutch pedal. Now that we made it this far, I'm finally going to crack one of these things and got a funnel. Start changing oil on it. About to jack it up. Grab a jack stand and get this oil taken care of. It's 5 quarts, fill it up. Should be anyway. And once I do that, I don't know I think we're gonna try to put brake fluid in here. See if we get some type of brake. I'm assuming it's probably obviously leaking and bad and all this other stuff, but I still wanna try, because now that it moves, I do wanna move it over there. But this honestly could almost conclude this video. It runs, it drives. We may not have done the brake revival, but I literally don't have any time to do that right now. And I want to be able to drop this video Sunday. So it should be a nice long video, but there will be more progress dropped. I will definitely be dropping more progress of it though, because this is the Poverty Tour 2026 build car for Pole Barn Garages event. So this ain't just a revival. This is to make that event and go drive it 3,000 miles. So I'll have all the updates, whether we decide to do quarters on it, whatever the case may be. This could be a future waffle car or a giveaway. And I just want to make it as spare change garage as possible. So we're going to do like the spare change garage on the sides. Probably have Brandy print me out a Poverty Tour decal. But I'm wondering if Dalton's going to have them whenever you meet up with him in Joplin. I'm not sure. But just in case, I'll have my own stuff. I will be bringing my own merch with me too out there. Because I got to wrap up Spare Change Garage, man, on our quest. So this should be a fun one, guys. We'll be getting back on the Camino too. Don't worry. That's a whole nother episode. But on this episode, we got a car that's been sitting since 2010 running. And you could pretty much say driving. It may not stop, but it does drive. I don't got a jack stand available at the moment. So if you ain't got a jack stand, that's fine. This is why. If you got two jacks, what's the chances of both these Harbor Freight jacks? Tell me. Right? Like my logic? It's good enough for me. Ooh, done dinged up my brand new paint. That already looks nasty, but we're gonna see what this oil looks like here in a second. See the type of stuff they got going on. Let y'all get a look at this underneath. Look at that rat nest over there. Looks horrible. Look at all that rot. Really ain't that bad. Oh, they got that Fram up there. I got some Fram oil. That's gone. I used to have a tool to get that off, but I'm gonna be a man and stab a screwdriver in it to get it off. That's how I normally do all of my oil filters. Just to let you guys know, I will jack the car down because it is leaning the opposite way, obviously. Nothing on that. The oil don't look bad at all. At all. I'll let it drain for a while. It don't look like the most came out. But then again, that is a pretty big drain pan. And it was reading on the stick. It just said add. It only looked like a quart low. So it either burned it or leaked out, which obviously sitting so long, probably leaked out somewhere. I'll figure that out later. Hopefully not burn it then though. So what I did here, I stabbed the bottom and I turned it already a little bit. I'm just letting it drain. Let me focus this. All right, here we go. I'm letting it drain right now. And I'm gonna use the little screwdriver. Normally I puncture it on the side, but be careful. Cause if you go like, I'm pretty sure too high up, you could hit the threads or something like that, possibly. I'm assuming. This is how I've always done them, honestly. Never had an issue. I didn't even show you guys my score. $2 at Royal King. They're on sale. That's cheaper than Harbor Freight. I always need drill bits. I feel so bad. Brandy's like, the smell. It's in the house. Am I the only one that can't stand when they put the aluminum crap up here on oil? Makes me mad. But yes, guys, I'm that guy. I fill my oil filter up a little bit anyway. Even if it drains out, whatever. That's what I've always done. I've never put in a dry oil filter. I know some people do it. That's fine. Here's the oil filter I got. But me personally, I'm not doing that. Just saying. I'd rather just do it the way I've always done it. Alright, I just tightened the crap out of that. Normally just do it by hand, obviously. Then after, spray that up. Clean that filter off a little bit. Probably got some on the header, so that's gonna be nice and smoky. Baptize that thing in brake parts cleaner. Note to self, before you go to start a car, make sure it's out of gear. And remember, I'm starting it from in front of it. It just hit me, kinda. I'm so glad it didn't start. Man, that would have been horrible. Brandy would have had to come out here. It would have ran me over. Ran into her Beetle. Man, oh. it'd have been a bad deal. Then again, maybe it wouldn't have ran me over. Hopefully it would have got caught on that. But that idle is pretty high, so probably not. It probably got me. It got me good. Learn from me, everybody. Don't do what I do. All right, I just cranked it up. It starts way too easy. That's where the idle needs to be, right there. We'll see if that choke goes up and if it does idle down on its own. Normally I'd delete the chokes, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I've started cars without choke in the coldest winter. You just gotta let them warm up. You just gotta pump them, let them warm up. I normally delete everything off of the carburetor. We'll see if this one actually works out for itself though. Make sure no wires are hitting anything around here. Actually, that might. Here says it is whatever that would mean on there. Wonder if that's 190. It's idling really good. It's more poppy now that I got the original fuel tank back to it, which I tied it right here. I don't remember if I showed you guys. Easy peasy.
You're on your compressor hose and all.
It's okay. I got scared. I forgot I didn't have brakes. All right, you guys, cutting straight down to the outro here. At least on this episode, we cleaned it up. We got it running, driving. Still don't got brakes. Snowstorm's hitting this weekend, so I literally have no time to do this because I want to drop this video this weekend. And the only issue that I'm like running into right now is I thought it was a Muncie transmission. It's a Saginaw, and whoever had it like before me, they put a lever on there, and that goes to the Muncie for the reverse. So whenever you try to put it in reverse, it goes in, but it'll pop out because they don't have that slit like cut out. And then I try to do my own thing, and it ended up breaking like the whole little tab. So yeah, I'm going to end up having to find another shifter, or I'm just probably more than likely going to just go ahead and put a Muncie in this thing. But that'll conclude this episode. I hope everybody enjoyed this. I'm going to actually be doing my intro next for the beginning of the video because I changed a whole lot of things in the editing. So, and things got lost. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I worked really hard on this. I promise. I had over 3 hours of footage to edit. Took a long time, and hopefully we could do some more of these and this like be a new thing to the channel. Really hope everybody enjoyed it, and if you did, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share it up, and till next time, guys, have a good one.
Hey, sell me that Chevy that's been sitting in your yard. I'm gonna have that bitch clean. I'm gonna make that bitch hard.